Rasha Goel, who is with us now. Rasha, what's the latest?
Well, as of this morning, I'm going to add three more to that. The death toll has gone to 66, and this is on a statewide basis. So, looking at both of these fires, they are being called the deadliest fires in the state of California. And as you did mention, yes, the missing number has gone to above 600. And just to give you a little scope of what's happening, over 230,000 acres have burned. Now, that is larger than the combined cities of Boston and Chicago here in the U.S. The firefighters have been fighting over 500 blazes during the course of this week. And at this time in Southern California, in Los Angeles, where I'm based, now the Malibu evacuation for the Woolsey fire has been lifted, but firefighters continue to battle the fires. Only 69% has been contained. And the Camp Fire in Northern California, we're looking at about 45% being contained. And that's where primarily more of the missing people are coming from. But I'm telling you, there is a lot of aftermath happening here. It's been a week out. Many people have lost their homes, they're missing relatives. So just the emotional battle of it all. In addition to that, just the air quality, and then having to fight these fire battles. I mean, we've had to call in the National Guard. So a lot happening here. Definitely just the beginning. I mean, it's been very, very tragic.
And a lot of worry and a lot of anxiety with the number of missing shooting up late on Thursday.
Absolutely. You know, this is the largest body recovering mission in the state history. So that speaks for it a lot. Like I mentioned, over 600 people. And what's happening is that they had put a list out on the Butte County Sheriff's website. So that has a full list of the people that are missing, but it's not fully accountable. And here's why. There have been duplicate names on that list. A lot of people who have gone missing have not had proper cell phone coverage, so they've not been able to call in. Many of them don't even know that relatives are looking for them. And a lot of these people, especially in Northern California, they're elderly. So it's really hard for them to get in contact with anybody. And again, a lot of people just don't know that they're being searched for. It is just devastating. I tell you, just talking to officials, reading the articles and news out here, the charred bodies that are being found. I mean, this fire is so devastating. You have volunteers going out, officials actually finding remains. And the sad part about it is that this is just the beginning. So officials are encouraging people that if they have found their relatives to go onto this list. Again, it's on the Butte County Sheriff's website, and to call in and report them, because at this time the numbers are increasing and they're really worried that they are not fully able to account for everybody.
Yeah, and the California's governor a few days back called this the new abnormal, what with the increasing numbers of wildfires, and wildfires in the month of November, Ryan.
Yeah, you know, it's very interesting actually, and it's quite saddening. I think when people go and hold these campfires, they're not necessarily taking precautions. They're not adhering to rules and laws, and I think they just don't realize the implications. And you're right. I mean, to be having these campfires in the middle of November. Again, in the past, when we've seen some of these things happen, there have been even these issues caused by homeless people who are unaware of what these fires can cause, and they're just basically trying to keep warm. So I think they're really, officials are really putting the notice out there to be careful of where you're lighting. Are you going in proper areas? I mean, this is not a matter to take lightly. If we're looking at the aftermath again of this huge devastation that is to be caused by a campfire that could have possibly been avoided. And again, I want to mention, if you even look at the pictures, it is just devastating to see cars that have burned. We do not even know, possibly bodies have been burned in some of those cars, in some of these homes. And it truly, I mean, it is very tragic and devastating to be here at this time. And even to listen to families who have lost their homes, not even just missing relatives, but homes that can never be recovered. They don't even know where to go to at this time. They're staying with relatives. People are camped out at stores such as Walmart in tents. So a lot of cleanup that's going to be having to happen out here in the state of California.
Rasha Goel reporting from Los Angeles. Many thanks for that update.